Alright guys, this is Holiday Inflatable Fanatic, and today I have a really awesome video for you guys. So you guys can obviously tell I'm panning my phone down. You can see all the leaves on the ground, which is really exciting, because fall is coming. Well, I'm setting up my display pretty much right now. Half of it is currently up. I'll be releasing the, setting up display videos hopefully sometime this week. But that's not that's not what this video is about. I have a really awesome inflatable that I am about to show you guys. It's a custom inflatable, I'll give you that much, and it is a licensed custom inflatable. So without further ado, let me pan the camera up and show you what I created. Alrighty guys, so this is the first ever Nightmare Before Christmas whirlwind globe. So it's kind of funny because I had this idea last year and I was planning on making this. I had this plan to make this inflatable ever since I think like last October or something. And Lucas, the huge Jemmy guy, and Chase the inflatable guy can back me up when I say that, because I really did. And it just so happened that Jemmy actually makes a Nightmare Before Christmas globe this year. I didn't copy the idea. I had this idea for a while now. It just was very coincidental that they happened to make the Nightmare Before Christmas globe the same year that I was actually going to make this custom. But it's still unique because it's the only globe to have Oogie Boogie in it, and it's the only whirlwind globe, well, licensed actually. It's the only licensed whirlwind globe to exist. I may be wrong with that statement, but I'm pretty sure that is factually correct. But without further ado, let's actually take a close-up look at this. I'll put my phone against the plastic so you guys can see inside. So as you guys can see, you got Oogie Boogie and Jack Skellington inside. The pumpkin and the tombstone is still the same from the ghost and pumpkin globe. So yeah, so pretty much how I made this globe is, well, I took the ghost out, and after taking the ghost out, I had some leftover fabric, like brown fabric that I believe from a classic Scooby-Doo. Some of the fabric that I used to make Lucas's Shaggy custom. So I used that and I sewed that hole shut. Then I made two separate holes, put Oogie Boogie in it, sewed it together, put Jack in it, sewed it together, have them both tied to the top, have Oogie sewed to each side, and I also have a piece of thread holding him to the side because he was leaning a little bit to the right side. And then Jack, I have both feet, and I have the one other foot sewn to the ground as well. And that's pretty much how I made this thing. I mean, it sounds very easy when I say it like that, but it did take quite a long time. And it was definitely a very, I guess, tedious process is the best way to describe it. But I'm so happy with the results. I think it looks great. And yeah, I'm just super happy with it. So one thing you guys probably have noticed is that Jack. Where the heck did I get that Jack from? Because if you guys can see, he has skinny legs. Like there's an opening in between the legs. It's not a tube like how the Jacks typically are like. And I actually custom made that Jack as well. I took it from the Jack on the tombstone, and I cut his legs off, put them on the bottom, sewed them straight like that so they weren't bent. I had to put some fabric on the bottom of him right down there because he was on top of the tombstone, so there was just a hole where his body ended. So I had to cover that with fabric. And I also had to cover the two holes for where his legs came out with black fabric, and then I painted white stripes on it. I think you guys can kind of see where I painted it right there. It's a little hard to tell. But yeah, that's kind of how I made the Jack. So, all in all of this, there was a lot of steps that went into making this globe. But the end result is great, and I am just so happy with this thing. At the end of this video, I'm going to attach a clip of what this guy looks like in the dark. It lights up very well. I put 2 C7s in Jack, 2 C7s in Oogie, and then I left the 2 in the pumpkins. But the 6 C7s really light that thing up. It lights up even the background as well. And it just looks really awesome in the dark. My initial plan, and you know what, I'll attach a photo of the, what's it called, my design concept that I made probably, I think it was sometime December last year. I forget when I made it. But my original plan was to do the moon in the background with the mountain, which also was very coincidental because the Walmart Nightmare for Christmas globe also had the same thing. But I kind of ran out of time. I made this thing last week or 2 weeks ago, and I didn't really have time to, order the yellow fabric and paint the moon. So I kind of just left it like this. But I'm actually kind of glad I didn't do that, because I think it would have been extra work, and I think it ultimately looks better just like this. Have it more simple like this, I feel like makes the characters pop out a little bit more. And I just ultimately am very happy with the results, and don't think that background was necessary at the end of the day. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much everything for this video. I hope you guys will like this custom that I made. It is going to be featured in my 2021 Halloween display. I'm actually going to be putting it out today. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much everything for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and as I promised, I'll attach a photo of the design concept in the inflatable in the dark right now.